Hi, Miss Linda. My name's Hannah. I'm a student at Nashville State in the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program, and we're going to be going over some treatment ideas if you were to experience a heart attack.
Okay. Hi, Hannah.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Good. So, we're going to be talking about what we would be doing as far as OT if you were to be admitted to the CCU and then discharged to the hospital. And then I'd come see you and we would talk about things that you'd want to accomplish and our goals to get you discharged to home health. Okay? So, for right now, your precautions is mainly safety because you experience like extreme fatigue and shortness of breath. You're currently standby assistance for ADLs and transfers. So when you're transferring from the bed to the wheelchair, from the bedside commode to the bed, anything like that, you're standby assist. And when you're doing ADLs, which would include bathing, dressing, grooming, doing your hair, eating, anything like that.
Okay.
So I'm forgetting. Our goals would be to get you to the point where you can independently monitor your pulse and your breathing. Our second goal would be for you to have the ability to describe and use energy conservation techniques to perform your ADLs following training with minimum verbal cues. That would mean you'll be able to tell me what you need to do and excuse you, and I wouldn't need to remind you. Okay? So we're going to determine the need for equipment and caregiver assistance that you would need and any minor modifications we need to make in your home. Like, for example, you may have poor lighting in your home. We might need to update those. Or some clutter that poses as a tripping hazard because we want you to be as safe as possible. Our last goal is to determine realistic expectations for future activities. So what you want to get back to and have a good realistic understanding of if we can reach that, what all of that entails, how we need to modify some things, anything like that. Okay. So far, our treatment activities would be to educate you on energy conservation tasks. So maybe doing seated bathing or seated cooking. So we would have all of our ingredients gathered and then we would cook. We wouldn't have to go back and forth to the fridge. We'd just be able to be still. We wouldn't have to ambulate as much. For IADLs, it would be teaching you how to do a simple meal prep. So maybe you start with already cut vegetables or already diced meat. That way you're not having to use your energy to do that. As far as health management, we're going to get you to the point where you can monitor your own oxygen levels, your pulse, and your blood pressure. And you can do that independently, and it'll help you foster a sense of confidence when taking care of yourself. We'll discuss taking maybe brief naps throughout the day to help foster a healthy sleeping pattern. That way we're not up in the middle of the night and then dozing off in the middle of an activity or therapy or anything like that. We'll teach you and of course your family how to best help you return to your activities of daily living using the MET scale, which will give you like things. If you're at this MET level, you can do these things. If you're at the next MET level, you can do higher activities, things that require more energy. Let's see. We'll slowly reintroduce some of your hobbies into therapy. Home health will work with you more on that. That way you can get back to doing the things that you love to do and be safe doing them. And as far as social participation, we want to encourage you to do low energy family activities. That way you don't have to be absolutely exhausted when you're done, and then you're being safe when you get home. Because say you go out to a family activity and the grandkids are running all over the place, you're following them. Well, it's going to be hard when you get home to brush your hair and take a shower before you go to bed and do all those things safely. So we'll talk about that in our treatment session. As far as adaptive equipment I would recommend for you, it would be a shower chair or bench so that you can bathe safely. Along with that would come a long-handled sponge so that you're saving more energy. You're not having to reach down to your legs. You can just do all that with the sponge. I would recommend a rollator Do you know what a rollator is?
No.
Let me show you a picture. This is a rollator. And it has a little bench, so maybe if you get tired while you're doing something, if you push it up against the wall, that way we're focusing on safety, then you can rest on the bench.
We just call it a walker.
Yeah. But we always want to make sure if we're taking a break on that we have it pushed up against the wall and it's locked. Okay? And then let's see, what other adaptive equipment do I have for you? A sliding board. So that's what you would use to transfer from your bed to your wheelchair, and that'll make it easier and much safer. And of course, for right now, you're only doing transfers with supervision.
Okay.
You need standby assistance for those. A bedside commode to help save energy if you need to go to the restroom at night. A wheelchair for your outings. It would be really hard for you to go walk around the mall. That'd take a lot of energy, so a wheelchair would help with that. And you can still do things that you like to do. Are you familiar with what a reacher is?
Is that gripper thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So we would use that to help with your dressing. Again, it's another energy conservation. Also, a sock aid. Do you know what a sock aid is?
Yes, I think I've seen those.
Yes. So we would use that too with your dressing. And again, our main goal is to focus on proper energy conservation techniques. That way you're as safe as you can be, because that is like the umbrella over everything to make sure you're safe. Do you have any financial concerns with all these items that I've recommended to you?
How do I get all those?
Well, we would help you. We would show you where to order them and whatnot. That way we could get it and make sure it's good and good quality and safe for you. So we'd be able to help you.
Insurance help with any of it?
Possibly. Okay. So I know we talked before, and I just want to double check your future goals. Long-term goals are to return to driving, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you manage your husband's healthcare, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you want to, I know you like to return to that, and then also managing your house, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I know you love your grandchildren, so you want to get back to playing with them and then caring for your pets. Do you have any concerns off of family help? Like your family being able to help you with things? Do you have any concerns there?
No. I think they would come in and pitch in and help.
Good. How would you feel about an in-home caregiver?
If it's really necessary, I'm all right with that.
Okay, good. Alrighty. So that would basically be our treatment. Again, our biggest focus is education, because we want to push safety, and to be safe all the time, we've got to learn those energy conservation tasks. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time today. I enjoyed our little discussion.
Well, thank you for coming by and helping me.
You're welcome.
Okay.